Supply chain with reduced vendors in the markets and a greater awareness by vendors both globally and domestically have allowed the product to get to market in a more efficient manner, but also at a lower cost. Companies are being more focused on finding ways to use technology to their benefit to manage their inventories, be a more just-in-time inventory supplier to the marketplace, and working more closely with their suppliers and the end users, using technology to link each other together to pull costs out of the market and make all the businesses more efficient and become the low-cost provider in each channel of business is the goal, I think, of most vendors today.
Supply chain management has evolved over time as the hotel business has evolved over time. Users are looking for better technologies and tools that will allow them access to critical information that will enable them to make better purchasing decisions. Access to tools that will better streamline the supply chain management process allows people at the hotel to spend more time servicing their guests and improving the guest experience.
Supply chain activities have become more important over the last 10 years, and certainly in the last 5 years they've really accelerated. And I think the reason is we live in a society where everything is today, everything is now. Nobody wants to wait, and nobody wants to be in a position of committing lots of resources to meet their needs. So as a result, people are expecting the supply chain to run smoothly, run fast, and run efficiently.
We've seen a great deal of changes in supply chain management as products have become more prevalent coming from various parts of the world. Originally, when most goods were manufactured in the United States, you had a much greater control over delivery of the products, and then you started importing products from China, overseas, anywhere, and the amount of shipping time it would take was somewhat of a variable.
Last 10 years have been interesting cycles with supply chain management and the industry in general, given great opportunities for companies like ourselves, the ultimate customer at the end of the supply chain, to evaluate the sourcing of products, to evaluate the sustainability of products, and evaluate the costs.
In the last 10 years, supply chain management has changed dramatically. It's become a priority for hotel operators, and hotel operators have seen the value in better managed supply chain and having professional procurement services available for their hotels.
I think the biggest change that we've seen in supply chain is there was a big push to go offshore 8-10 years ago, sourcing out of Asia and India. And while that continues to be the case, we're seeing a lot of manufacturing coming back into the U.S. as labor costs are beginning to increase in the Asian market and in India.
The biggest change that we see in the change of supply chain over the last 10 years has been predominantly around automation and access to information technology. Also being able to do things online, having access to information that they can find themselves 24/7 is another big growing piece that we see in it as well.
Chain management continues to change as our customers' needs change. The industry is consolidating, so people are looking to do more business with fewer suppliers so they can concentrate on the things that they need to concentrate on. I think in such areas such as sustainability with green products, I believe customers are looking for ways to keep their workplaces safe and efficient.
I think the biggest changes over the last 10 years in supply chain management really go to just-in-time delivery arrangements. There's just virtually no inventory being held anymore. And then when inventory starts coming from overseas, it can be even more challenging. Several weeks on a boat really can make it difficult to deliver product on a timely basis to different projects.
The biggest change has been consolidation. The big boys have gotten bigger. The smaller players have not had as big a part. I think the brands as a whole have taken more stock in what the bigger distributors can offer, whether it be HD Supply, be it Guest Supply or American Hotel Register. They have all beefed up their abilities to manufacture, to distribute, to value the logos that, whether it's Choice Hotels, whether it's Best Western, Wyndham, we all value what they bring to the table and that they value our logos. They know how to use it. They know who to sell it to. They feel good about what they're doing with us. We feel good about what they're doing for us.